Hello, HereBeMonsters. I'm just wanting to do a quick response to a video that I just saw. Basically, it has a lot to do with a couple of the individuals who've been attacked online here relatively recently. It's June Yankee and StigmaBuster22. There have been a lot of disgusting behavior that's been directed at them, to say the least. I mean, just one, of course, is there's a vid. Basically, we have some individuals. They create an account, StigmaBuster23. I actually referred to this on my HereBeMonsters 6 channel before I deleted it. I figured I'd go ahead and touch upon it again because of some of the parties involved. Of course, I'll go ahead and I'll discuss one of the attacks, just kind of in passing. I'll do it briefly. Basically, StigmaBuster22 and June Yankee are actually friends online, of course, and some view them as being mentally challenged or being nerds. It's hard to say, and it doesn't matter. Okay, basically they liked each other. They were basically had a thing going on. They liked each other. They were fond of each other. They liked to communicate back and forth. Made videos about each other, in a friendly way, They had a bit of a relationship. Okay, so we have some individuals, StigmaBuster23 specifically. They created this account specifically to look like his. It uploaded videos and went in and started making nasty remarks and comments to June Yankee, and were basically just trying to cause problems for them for no other reason than it just made him feel good. So I really wanted to touch upon this and these types of people. Of course, I'm going to name some of the people that are involved in these things, but I want to go in a little bit more detail. What they did was once they actually submitted these nasty comments and started harassing June Yankee and claiming to be StigmaBuster. She uploaded a video. She was crying. She was upset. She was very distraught. Of course, their response was to re-upload the video themselves in order to make fun of it. Okay, so we have a group of people who actually take enjoyment out of making other people suffer. Yeah, they're enemies of society. Society will weed them out eventually at some point, but until then, we just get to deal with it and give some back. We have, of course, a lot of people who are involved in this. For one, the Bubba effect. Anybody who knows of the Bubba effect, who's ever heard of him. As I said before, I've not really met anyone, I've never interacted with someone online who has a lower form of life than the Bubba effect. That's just a fact. Okay, somebody's going to go on and accuse someone else of pedophilia when he himself got into an argument with a man on the Armory channel, went out onto MySpace, stalked this man's daughter online, was able to get pictures of him dancing in swimming suits, bathing suits, this man's teenage daughter and her friend, uploaded to his channel with a song playing in the background. That's kind of nasty. I'll actually, I think I'm going to give a link to that video in this one, just so that people can see it, to see what he's all about. We have Anonymous Dick, the Anonymous group, the people who try to claim to be anonymous, with the Guy Fawkes mask from V for Vendetta. Apparently they don't know the difference between TV and reality. They claim to be members of the Anonymous group, which they are not. They can claim to be. They want to be. They're wannabes, just like Mr. Dark Zodiac's a wannabe serial killer. These people are wannabe anonymous. But that's it. I'm sorry. There's no other way to put it. It's very clear. It's so obvious. I don't even really know why I'm even mentioning it. It's so obvious. Anybody watching your videos could see it. I noticed on Blog TV you post a channel under Victor Fawkes. I was talking about Von Helton, talking about certain things, saying, "We don't like that." And you got that goofy voice, "Well, we don't like that you talk about that." We don't give a shit what you like. That's it. And I'm doing this because you don't like it. I'm going to keep doing it because you don't like it. So, Victor Fawkes, Triforce Troll Legion, and there's another group of stand-up individuals. Yeah, and they're, I don't know if they're as stupid as Mr. Dark Zodiac, but they are pretty damn dumb. Triforce Troll Legion, Bubba Effect, Anonymous, all these guys. So basically, you're going to act like you're members of the Anonymous group, but yet you go online and you pick on people who are, I'm sorry, people who you perceive as being retards. I've noticed, actually, that I posted a lot of vids on my HereBeMonsters 6 channel. I started to go off in some tangents that I didn't really want to go on, so I actually kind of shut it down and restarted. I wanted to start over again because I wanted to stay on a specific track, and I'm noticing that I don't really get nearly as many attacks as some of these other people, like Stigma Buster 22 or June Yankee. I mean, why is that? Is it because you can't see my face? That you don't really know who you're attacking? I mean, does that have something to do with it? I mean, I know that Mr. Dark Zodiac went out and attacked me trying to say that he knew who I was, but that's just because he's too stupid to know any better. I've noticed that I've actually gone out and posted response to certain people's videos and not gotten responses from them at all. That either they don't want to respond to me, they want to pretend that I don't exist. But I've noticed a couple of them have stopped, actually, after hearing from me. So I'm going to keep going, and you know, I'm actually shooting for the to be harassed. I actually want to be harassed. That is my goal here. My goal is to annoy you people enough to where you'll start harassing me, kind of like you do Mr. Von Houten. Because the longer you're harassing me, the more time you spend harassing me, the less time you're spending on some kid's page. And the less time you're spending on some retarded person's page. That's my goal. Is to take up as much of your time as possible. And I will continue to devour your time. Even if it's just to post a 5-second snippet to say you're a moron. That you'll have to respond to because your arrogance and your narcissism and your delusions of grandeur will dictate that you must respond. Because you cannot let another person get the last word. I know how you think, I know how you are, and I know who a lot of you are. I know what you're about. And I don't really expect you to stop, per se. Not necessarily, I don't really expect you to stop. I just want to make you feel as bad as you've made some of these people feel. I mean, June Yankee Mushins, these people got a video. You guys got a video of her on here, bawling her eyes out because some piece of shit, for lack of a better word, decided they want to go in there and interfere with her and Stigma Buster 22's relationship for no other reason other than it made him feel good. Okay, and you like to make people feel bad. You like to get people emotionally distraught. My goal is to make you feel the same way. Even if it's just to harass you to the point where you're annoyed. I'm just going to continue to annoy you, and I'm going to continue to post videos about you. I'm not going to stop. Just like I said on HereBeMonsters 6 channel. I'm not going to stop. When I closed that channel, I knew I was opening this one up. You're sick, despicable, disgusting people. You are narcissists. You may be sociopaths. Sociopathic bot. I knew I was going to upload a video about sociopathic bot, but I feel kind of stupid making a video about that individual because they're really not viable. Sociopathic bot's very very insignificant. So I'm just not even gonna address it. I will address Mr. Anonymous Dick. I will address the Bubba Effect. I will address Triforce Legion, Triforce Troll Legion, or Triforce Legion, however many accounts they want to open. I'm gonna bother you now. It's time for you to be bothered by someone, and I figure if no one else is willing to do it, then I will. And I've been in your world. I've actually watched you guys. I watched you people for 2 goddamn years. To see how you behave, to see how you act, to figure out what's going on inside your mind. I already know that the Zodiac, Mr. Dark Zodiac, who spelled Zodiac wrong, who can't seem to spell anything right, is a wannabe serial killer. I got that just by looking at his avatar, his username, and the videos on his page. The guy wishes he was a serial killer. He said to me in a blog TV chat that he wanted to be like Jack the Ripper. I mean, he's seen Dexter too many times. And Bubba Effect, I think you've seen V for Vendetta too many times. You're not Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes stood up for people who couldn't stand up for themselves. Guy Fawkes stood up to people like you. So, where does that leave us? Where does that leave me? I guess I have to start acting like a real asshole now, right? Well, I guess so. I mean, you guys act like assholes. I guess I could act like an asshole, or I could start, just trying to systematically and objectively destroy you by picking apart everything that you do and every mistake that you make, to point out to everyone on here who's maybe not as intelligent as you, or is just as intelligent as you, and doesn't understand how stupid you are and how stupid you sound. So I'll go ahead and I'll start being an asshole then. And that kind of reminds me of a Friedrich Nietzsche quote: "Battle not with monsters, lest you become a monster, and if you gaze into the abyss gazes also into you." This is YouTube. This is the abyss. And here be monsters. Welcome to the fucking abyss.